Hey, Dan Passarelli here. How are you feeling today? Thank you very much for attending. I am super excited that you're here. Hey, I'm excited that I'm here too. I'm just always excited. But you know what? I'm not going to be excited if you can't hear me and I'm just talking to myself. So if you can hear me, please go to the questions box and tell me real quick in just a couple of words or one sentence, what's your biggest problem in trading? And then a second group of words or sentence, are you ready to overcome it? That's all I need to know. You tell me that, answer those two questions. I'm looking for two answers, and that'll let me know that you can find the questions box so that you can participate today and get as much out of this as possible. And that's important. That's important to me, but that's more important to you. So hit that questions box and let me know what your biggest problem in trading is, and are you ready to solve it? I hope you're ready to solve it. I mean, come on already over here, huh? Julian says consistency. Julian, I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. You didn't say if you want to solve it. I think you want to solve it. Veronica says a winning strategy, and yes, excellent. I like it. Garish says recent volatility is the biggest problem. Turn that frown upside down, bruh. It's not a problem. I mean, this is the best market for trading options that I've seen in my 30-year career. This is freaking awesome for option traders right now. Let's make it happen, man. I can't stop making enough money when vol is up. This is my brethren over here. Thank you. I don't have your name here for some reason. It just says empty field. But I love your vibe, baby. I love it. Daniel says, no problems, just learning. I am ready. Yeah. There are no problems, right? There are only solutions. Finding stocks to trade. Okay, fair point. Filtering a list of possible equities to go to a manageable list. Yeah, man, you're gonna like that. Yeah, you are gonna like that because I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. Ian, you know, there's a couple people whose things say empty field, so I don't know. I'm just gonna call everybody Ian, whose name I don't have. Does that sound reasonable? Yeah, that doesn't sound reasonable at all, but okay. So anyway, let's get on with this here. So first of all, before we get started, I want to point out that options are not for everyone. Read characteristics and risks of standardized options before trading. Get a copy of that by emailing investorservices@theocc.com. And don't trade with money you're not prepared to lose. What we're providing here also is generalized information. I'm not giving specific recommendations based on your specific scenario. All right. Each of us has the power within us to make trading a source of continuous wealth. You believe that? If you don't, you're in the wrong place. You should leave, because I believe it. You should believe it. That should be why you're here. So today, I am going to share with you how to unlock that power. This, friends, is my promise to you. I'm going to share with you how you can replace uncertainty with confidence so you can profit consistently no matter what the stock market's doing, using this simple, data-driven, real money proven earnings trading system that, oh my gosh, literally like hundreds of our student traders have used. And it took them from that, you know, that demoralized feeling that we've all felt at some point to that feeling of satisfaction and self-assurance that we all know is possible. You know it's possible, right? Yeah, good. Because that is powerful, powerful stuff. Now, this proprietary earnings trading system I'm going to share with you, that makes it possible. And at the end of this training, I'm going to share with you how you can take the next step so you can start getting immediate results. Is that a fair deal? Are you liking this? Don't be afraid. Hit that questions box for me. Give me a big old yes. Are you liking this? That's a fair deal, isn't it? Don't be afraid to participate here. Let's make this fun. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Veronica says, fair deal, exclamation. Julian says, yes, all caps and an exclamation. Shar says, yes, excellent. Do we have any? There's one of the Ian says yes, and says yes, Y-E-S, yes. Daniel, you betcha. All right, good. Now, in order for you to get the most out of this is what I ask. I ask that throughout this presentation and afterwards, make this about you. Okay? Turn off the phone. Close Facebook, all that crap. Shut the door to the room you're in. This is important stuff, and this is you time, right? If you got kids, this is mommy time or daddy time. You know, mommy time without the wine, daddy time without the beer. This is brain time. This is make your life better time. This is you time. So get immersed. Let it in. Let's do this thing. All right. Now, this is a pictorial representation of what I do, some of the organizations I've worked with. I traded for years down on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange, wrote 2 of the most popular books on option trading, worked with every major options broker in the US and abroad. And pretty much, I was thinking about it earlier, pretty much all the options exchanges in the world, at least the exchange operators. I worked with a lot of exchanges. And oh yeah, I get to be on TV a lot, which is kind of fun. But hey, who's the important person here? It's not me, it's you. Let's talk about you. If you have traded earnings before, I can help you do it better and be more profitable with less risk, right? If you have not traded earnings in the past, then, oh, you're gonna freaking love everything I've got to share with you. Now, speaking of loving this, I got a story for you. You mind if I share a short personal story of this cute young lad here? That's me. You mind if I share a story? Would that be okay? I should say, would it be okay if I share a story? Otherwise, I get yeses and I know no's, and Shar says, okay. Okay, good. Very good answer. Then I don't confuse myself with, is it okay? Do you mind? Yes, no, I don't know. All right, well, anyway, here I am with my little sister. This is probably like 1980 or something. And, you know, a lot of kids, they want to be a doctor, a lawyer. I don't know why you'd want to be a lawyer, but fireman, teacher, whatever. But for me, I don't know. I was always kind of interested in this stuff. I kind of always wanted to be a trader, like even at that age, which is pretty weird, right? If your kid wants to be a trader, you might end up a sociopath, but I did. So here's what happened. I saw traders on TV and in the movies because I grew up in Chicago. You know, it's always on the local news. Oh yeah, sold, right? These successful traders, I mean, you know, they were all over in Chicago, and it excited me to think that they could make money, and really good money, doing nothing but being a trader. I thought that was really cool. So right out of college, I printed up a stack of resumes on fancy paper, put on the only suit that I had, went out on a rainy spring day. Can you smell the rain? I can still smell the rain. And I went into the Chicago Board of Trade building, that building right there on your screen. I'm looking at it on my screen. My screen's over there. I went into that building, knocked on doors, handed out resumes. My kids don't believe that that's how, you know, they think that's how you got a job back when you rode a horse and a buggy to your work. But no, I did it that way. And kids can still do it that way. They just don't want to do it that way. But anyway, guess what happened? You know what happened? duh, I got a job, right? And that is where I got my start. I worked my way up from being a runner, which was a totally entry-level position. I was making $9,000 a year in my first job out of college. Wow, skis. Oh gosh, that is not a lot of money. And I did that for a long time. I put in the effort. I mean, all my friends were making 30, 40 grand a year. I estimate that I left about $100,000 on the table my 4 years out of college by working for peanuts. But you know what? It paid off. I ended up becoming one of the biggest traders in my pit. I started actually trading in that pit in 1998. And I'm not going to lie to you, life was pretty darn good. I was living the dream. I mean, at that point, it might have been the best time in 30 years to be where I was doing what I was doing. And hey, man, in a lot of ways, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Trading was easy. You could make mistakes and still make money, because do you remember what was going on in 1998 in the stock market? Do you remember what the financial media would call it? You turn on the news, or what it became to be known anyway, the .com. Yeah. Good. Right, the .com, which became to be known as the internet bubble. Same thing, just different name about a year later. Do me a favor, type a yes if you traded during the .com era, what became known as the internet bubble. Hit that questions box. Come on, I'm taking a poll. I'm taking a survey over here. Hit that questions box. Did you trade during the .com years, during the internet bubble? Let's see here. Salvatore says yes. Julian says no. Daniel, great name by the way, says yes. Veronica says nope. Ann says nope, still in college. Okay, Shar says no. Oh, we got a lot more no's than usual. Okay, we got the youngins here, the youngsters. Back in my day, I traded in the .com bubble. No. So Jason says I wish. I wish. Now that's an interesting point, because you know what? I'm going to tell you something. What I'm going to share with you today is an opportunity that actually you can take advantage of right now, that can make you the same sort of gains that people were making back then, before what I'll talk about in just a second. And it's just as easy to trade, if not easier, honestly. Now, speaking of that old internet bubble, you know what happened, right? What happened? I mean, you know what eventually happens to all bubbles, right? Well, they all pop, right? Pop. And for most people, when the internet bubble burst, it wasn't like, you know, hey, oh, boop, so cute. Oh no, it wasn't like that at all. It was more kind of like this, boom, right? This is basically what happened for a lot of people, really. And in some ways, you're lucky. And you know what? I don't really talk about this a lot, but this is kind of what happened for me. I'd never seen a crash like that in my career at that point. And back then, I didn't know how to handle it. In some ways, I did handle it better than some people, but it was really bad, because all of a sudden, nothing worked like it worked before. Trades that I would normally crush, they weren't making money. I started to lose my confidence, and I was constantly second guessing myself. I will never forget this one time where I just got completely run over by a trade. It is the worst in my career. I lost $500,000 in a single day. It's a true story. That night, I had to go home and have a conversation with my wife, Kathleen. Many of you know Kathleen. The plan before that, hey, I was going to put my next bonus away, kids' college funds, paid off, right? Well, that bonus was poof, gone. Kids' college funds just gone. I wondered if I would still have a job. I wondered if I'd be able to keep my house. Now everything was different. So that's when I knew that I had to create a trading system that works in all market scenarios. And as fate would have it, at that moment, I was presented with an opportunity. And when you get an opportunity, what do? And someone says, 1, 2, 3, boom, here's a great opportunity. What do? You take that step, I think, right? Because look, there's two types of people in this world. There are those who second guess everything, right? And then those people, they're always looking back, not forward. These are people who hesitate, right? And then there are people who take action and create success. And from the outside, it seems like these people, oh, they're so lucky. Oh, geez. Oh. But it's not luck, is it? They take action, right? Hey, look, another poll, another survey, hit that questions box, type a yes or no. Are you the sort of person who looks forward and takes action? Hit that questions box for me. I want everybody to answer here. I am taking a poll. Are you the type of person who looks forward and takes action? Who? Tell me. Tell me. Yeah. Shar says yes. Daniel says yes. Jason says yes. Julian says yes. Salvatore says no. No. Ann says yes. Garish says yes, exclamation, baby. Yeah, man. Shirley says no, but I wanted to because I knew it was coming from my workplace in office in GC, major NYSE listed court. Okay. So yeah, Dinus says yes, exclamation. Shirley says yes. Yes. We got a lot of yeses. And Ian, number 1, 2, or 3 here says sometimes. And that's fair. You got to know yourself. But I'm going to tell you something right now. You mind if I tell you something right now? The most successful traders that I've ever met, they all have the same trait. You know, I know what that is. I bet you already know. They take action. It's about having an investor's mindset. It's about investing in yourself. Action takers are money makers. So the opportunity that I got that day changed my life. The exchange asked me to train traders for them. Now, I was honored that they asked me to do so. I started trading in a regular non-professional trading account then. And so, like, I don't know if you ever like changed jobs, like still kind of in the same field, but changed jobs a little bit. I was learning a new way to trade than I was used to. And, you know, it's good and bad. But one thing I discovered is that there were strategies that I wasn't using on the trading floor, or at least not trading them the same way. They were very powerful, that could make money in all market conditions, up or down, even the most unpredictable of markets. So I made it my life's work to give back to the trading community and share these strategies with all traders and empower you, however I can. So that's what led me to create this trading system. And so, you know, what I'm going to say is, here's what a lot of people do. They watch what the top traders are watching, like when I'm on TV, or, you know, this guy's on TV, like people watch and you know, they follow along, and I'm going to give you this same type of opportunity. So Goldman Sachs was up 24% over this 12-month period. Another poll. Would you be happy with a 24% return in a year? Hit that questions box. I want to know. We're taking a survey. Let's see who we're dealing with here. Let's see what you see. This is not a rhetorical question. Hit that questions box. I want to know right now from everybody, would you be happy with the 24% annual return? Boom, 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 boom. Hit that questions box. Hit that questions box. Thank you. Shar says no, right out of the gate. Shar, contrarian here, says no. Interesting. Jason says yes, and Salvatore says yes, and Julian says yes, and Veronica says sure. Okay, maybe you're not that excited, but sure, she says. Okay. Ian number 2, 3, 4, 5 says for one equity, yes. Okay. Garish says more than happy. Okay, all right. Ooh, different Ian here says stock, yes, options, not really. Dinas says more or less. Oh, that was the answer to the previous question. Oh, okay, thanks, Shirley. Sorry about that. Daniel says sure, but I'd like more with some money with some of my funds. Okay, that makes sense. Shirley says you bet. And Ann says yes, but I think you have a way to make more, don't you? Well, Ann, it's funny you should mention that. Let's explore. I'm not just going to say yes, let's explore here, okay? So Goldman Sachs, right? Let's talk about these guys. So interest rates are, you know, they're higher than they used to be, and there's a lot of companies talking about recession and all that kind of thing. Goldman just recently announced their earnings, and they were great. Like, you wouldn't think that going into recession, interest rates probably not going to go down in the near future. You would think that all this would be bad for banks. Goldman did great. And do you know why Goldman did great? You can look this up. Don't do it right now. We've got important things to focus on. You can do it later. It was because of their trading units. That's what they credited it for. Goldman has 45,300 employees with an average salary of $108,830 a year, plus the bonuses, you know, 90 grand a year. That's a total of $9.8 billion that they're paying out in salary and bonus. So in order for Goldman Sachs to take this money and make enough money, being traders basically, right, to make $9 billion and still retain enough for their stock to go up 24%, Goldman must make hundreds of percent a year, right? These are the kinds of trades professional traders make. That's why they make a couple hundred grand a year, or even more with those gigantic bonuses. When I started on the trading floor, my money manager, or my backer, gave me $30,000 to put in my account. Making trades like this daily, weekly, monthly enabled me to turn that $30,000 into about 2.7 million. It's more than 24% a year. This is what is possible. This is what traders are doing every single day. And it's not just professional traders. This is Vic. He was one of our student traders who traded our earning system. Vic said, I've only been trading for about a year. I actually did pretty well overall, increasing my account value by over 30% between June 20th when I went live and the end of the year. And so 30% until June, so that comes out to 60% annualized return. And he was brand new to option trading. Imagine what you can do if you had a little training. So, hey, you know me, I like questions. I like hearing from you. We've got this relationship going here, man. I'm going to ask another question, but you don't even have to answer this one. If you could consistently make money week after week, month after month, would you trade with more confidence? You don't have to answer that. There's a right answer, okay? This is like a rhetorical question. The answer is yes. But here's the real question. How do you get there? Because in order to have confidence, you have to be consistent. But in order to be consistent, you have to be trading with confidence. So what the best traders have is they have what I like to call bread and butter strategies, okay? These are just like your go-to strategies. They're data-driven, they are tested, they're created probably by a professional trader who knows exactly what he or she is doing. And the strongest consistency trade right now, do you want to know what it is? I bet you know what it is. It is the earnings trade. There's several advantages to earnings trades. First of all, they are market independent, okay? We don't care if the S&P 500 is going up or down, it doesn't matter. They're very short term on each trade, which is great because that limits the broad market exposure. You know, if the market's up or down, I mean, we're not holding this for like, you know, for a big whole trend or something. I mean, I don't want to hold a trade for 3 weeks right now. Goodness sakes, who knows what's going to be in 3 weeks? These are literally overnight trades. Put them on in the afternoon, take them off at a specific time the next day. Earnings trades give you potentially greatly leveraged profits, as we'll see in a minute. And there's this extremely simple yes/no test to screen the trades. And the opportunities are concentrated in a short period of time. Now, guess what? Earnings season has just started, right? The banks announced, basically. Next week, starting on April 21st, write that date down. Are you taking notes? Write that date down. April 21. Everybody write that down? And then type next to it, be ready. Underline that shit, put 3 exclamations after it. April 21st, be ready. Because that's the biggest week of opportunity. That's the first biggest week of opportunities we're going to see this quarter. There are literally hundreds of earnings trading opportunities every day next week. I call it money week because, I mean, there's just a ton of opportunities, which is what you need as a trader. This is what I was talking about earlier when I said investors mentality. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, to be ready for opportunities. You see value, you see a good trade, boom, act on it. Action takers are money makers, yes? So here's what I think, okay? Stuff is changing fast right now, right? Like unprecedented times. Policy, the market, the economy. I truly believe that we are at the beginning of a life-changing time to be trading. I do. So when is the best time to get started with this? I mean, this, you know, what I call money week. It's next week. It's April 21st. You want to be ready for it, don't you? When do you want to start preparing? Oh, maybe next month. That sounds pretty good, right? I got a series I'm binging on Netflix, you know, I don't know, whenever I get around to. No. When do you want to get started? The best time to get started is, who's going to be first to fill in the blank? The best time to get started is, leaving me hanging over here. Thank you, Veronica. Veronica says right now, Veronica, type your address in. I'm going to send you something. I'm going to send you a little prize. All right. Ian number 12 says now. Ann says now. You guys are too late. You guys are too late. You got to be faster. You know what? You got a delay or something here? Got latency? ASAP. Okay. Okay. Garish says now. Garish is now all caps. I like that too. I like that too. All right. Thank you, Veronica. Larry says now. I do agree we're in a life-changing time of our lives, says Shirley. Yeah, this is the best. Just believe me. And the most important thing about earnings trades is simply that they work. And it wasn't until I was a trader, like most of you here attending this training, trading in a regular non-professional account, that I discovered the power of time spreads for earnings. Now, ironically, I traded like thousands of time spreads on the trading floor and got really good at them because I traded thousands of them, right? Honed my skills. But I learned though, like the last 10%, 5% nuance that pushed the power of time spreads over the top for me in a very unique way. So, oh gosh, this is like, who knows, 10 years ago? I don't know. My hair color looks like it's probably about the same, right? What would you say? Yeah, it's probably about the same. So couldn't have been that long ago. But long story short, found myself on a telephone with a producer from Bloomberg Television who wanted to interview me. He's like, yeah, Dan, go down into the trading pits. We're going to put the camera on you. We're going to have, well, you know, one of our stars here in New York interview you. I want to see, you know, we want to talk. I said, great. And I was kind of excited because this is going to be the first time that I was going to be on global television in front of 12 billion people. Not really that many, but a freaking lot of people. So I was pretty excited, you know, I kind of geeked out. So I said, hey, what do you want to talk about? And he said, Dan, Apple has earnings coming out after the close. We would love if you would give our viewers a way to trade Apple going into earnings. And then I said, oh shit, what am I gonna do? I didn't say that, but I thought that. I was like, what am I gonna do? Oh no. So I said, hey, listen, let me call you right back. Why was I acting crazy like this, right? Why was I like, oh no, let me call you right back? Why? Weird, right? I'm gonna tell you something that I bet you didn't know. You wanna know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. Did you know that most professional traders don't trade earnings? Did you know that? Did you know that most professional traders don't trade earnings? That sounds pretty darn crazy, doesn't it? Yeah, it sounds pretty darn crazy. But they don't. At the height of my trading career, I was one of the top 5 money-making traders in our entire firm. And there's about 50 traders, you know, there's in the top 10%, top 5. My boss, or my risk manager, Bob, he would have let me trade anything I wanted, as big as I wanted, with as much of the firm's money as I wanted. He trusted me. But you know one thing he would never let me do? carry a position going into earnings. Why? Because it's the most unpredictable day of the quarter. Nobody can predict directions on earnings. So I told the guy, listen, I'll call you right back. And I ran to my trading station and I was like, okay, what kind of trade could I make? Because, you know, those of you who know me, and there's some, you know, longtime family members here. Those of you who know me, you know that if I'm going to talk in front of millions of people about a trade on TV, it's going to be a trade I have on. So I looked and I was like, well, I can't buy calls, can't buy puts. Those are directional. So our debit spreads, so our credit spreads, call kind, put kind. What can I do? Oh no, I got to call the guy back and tell him I can't do this. What else can I try? How about a time spread? Wait a minute. This is a good trade. I put the trade on, called the guy back, did the interview on the trading floor. The trade made money and boom, I was hooked. Later, I came across some data that you're going to hear about in a minute that gave me the black and white proof that this was no fluke. When the right criteria are met, this is a genuine consistency trade that can be made over and over to crank out consistent profits with confidence during earnings season. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with time spreads, I'm going to give you a crash course. This is going to take about 29 seconds. Ready? Go. A time spread is when a trader buys a longer term option and sells a shorter term option, and both options have the same strike. Boom, done. That's everything you need to know. I literally told you everything you need to know. Now, about 95% of the time historically, we have used time spreads to trade earnings. About almost 5% of the time historically, we've used straddles, every once in a while something different. We might be using some more straddles this time around, but we only have so much time together. Let's talk about the time spread one, so that, because that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. Now, there's a lot of data here. Don't get hung up trying to read it all. Later, I'll explain how to simplify all this. Here is what is important. If you sell short-term options the day before an earnings event, they lose value greatly. Earnings, once earnings are announced, they lose their value. That's the next trading day. And that's good because you're short them. So now, longer-term options, they also lose their value between putting them on the day before earnings and taking them off the day after. But the key elements of this observation is that short-term options lose way more value than the long-term ones. So what this means and essentially proves is that when certain criteria are met, time spreads around an earnings event, it's an effective, long-run winning, consistent strategy. And you can see the results right there. These are the rules to follow through earnings seasons. And there's a few details involved, but hey, this is basically the gist of it. Write this down. First, we find all the stocks that have options listed on them and have earnings coming out either after the close today or before the open tomorrow morning. Are you with me? Yes? This is important. It's important. I'm telling you. Are you following me? All right, good. Now we can find several trades a day. Sometimes there's hundreds of opportunities, even just in a single day. For example, I mean, next week, you know, there's literally hundreds a day. And again, that is an extremely important week, the week of April 21st. I'm even writing it down. I don't know why I'm writing it down. I'm typing it out here. I don't know why I'm doing it because I already know you're supposed to be doing that. Now, we screen those trades using what I call the yes/no screen technique to see if we should continue on with the potential trade. This is your first step. This is literally going to save you hours and hours of your precious time every day. It's going to make your life so much better. Not to mention, it will ensure you're only trading the best trades, right? The ones with edge, meaning they have a statistical advantage in your favor. So your win rate increases and your winners are bigger. Do you like this? Yes? Type the word ready if you could see yourself moving forward and trading this strategy. Hit that questions box, type the word ready if you could see yourself moving forward and trading this strategy. I kind of want to know. I know there's a little delay here, you know. Yeah. Come on, ready, Freddie. Ready, says Julian. Ready, says Jason. Ready, says Salvatore. Ready, says Larry. Ready, says Ann. Smiley face, thank you. Ready, says one of the many Ians we have here. Ready, says Shirley. Ready, says a couple more of the Ians we have here. Ready, says Dinus. And Garish, yeah. Char, you guys are awesome, man. Okay, now, Daniel, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Now, next, what do we got here? Next, this is important stuff here. We model the spread on tomorrow's days with a variant vol crush on both the short-term and the long-term option based on a partial reversion to the mean, but also realized volatility, relative to realized volatility, I should say. And then we compare that to the past to get the modeled endurable gap, all right? The modeled endurable gap, that's just my way of making this completely foolproof. So then it's super easy. Once you have that, you'll know exactly which trades to put on and which to stay away from. But now here is where most people go wrong. Timing. Timing is everything. We put on the time spread the session immediately before earnings. This is less than a 24-hour trade. That is critical. Now, the next day, we take the time spread off at the precise time, which everybody screws up, but I will share with you how to get this timing right later. Then, man, then it is just rinse, wash, repeat, baby. Now, the biggest secret to driving consistent results by trading earnings is that we only trade the best of the best candidates, yeah? Next week, there's gonna be literally hundreds announcing. Google, what is it? Tesla, Meta, I think, 3M, Coke, UPS, I think Spotify. I mean, there's a ton. We're not going to trade them all. I've got a lot of stocks that I'm over an 80% win rate trading them. I keep a log of it. But even those that have a hugely successful track record for me, I don't trade them every quarter. Sometimes they don't model out. This is a very selective process, very selective process. Now, let's roll up our sleeves a little bit here. Is that okay? Would that be okay? Let's roll up our sleeves a little bit here. This is a trade that I made in a past earnings season. I went through the checklist that I just shared and identified this trade in Valero. So this is a time spread I was talking about, also called a calendar. So I bought 10 of the Valero November 1st 132 puts at 319, and I sold 10 of the October 25th 132 puts at 233. Did these both at the same time. This is one single trade called a time spread or a calendar. Paid 319, collected 223, 319 minus 223. I paid 96 cents, okay? So then the market closed, earnings comes out the next morning, the market opens, and at the precise time, I take the trade off. And I take it off just by reversing what I did the day before. Yesterday, in this example, I bought 10 of the November 1st. Here today, I sell 10 of the November 1st, selling at 197. And yesterday, I sold 10 of the October 25th. Here, I'm buying 10 of the October 25th at 70 cents. So what I bought for 96 cents, I sold at $1.27. I invested 96 cents in the trade, made 127 minus 96 is 31, 32.3% on the trade. Let's make this more tangible. If I bought 10 contracts, I'd have invested $960 of money and would have made 310 bucks. This is just one trade, one of the many, many trades throughout earnings season. Let's look at another example. Same thing. I went through that checklist. It identified this trade. So I bought 25 of the Oxy May 31st 65 puts at $1.53. Sold 25 of the May 10 65 puts at $1.05. So 153 minus 105 is 48 cents. Market closes, earnings comes out, market opens the next day, wait for the specific time, and I take it off. This came out as a 13 line and 12 line, still 25. So what I bought for 48 cents, I sold at 65 cents, made 17 cents, which is 35.4%. On this 25 contract trade, I invested 1,200 bucks, made 425 bucks. Okay. This is another very simple trade I did. Followed the checklist, led me to putting on this trade. I bought the LVS. I bought the LVS July 26th, August 23rd put times spread by buying the August 23rd 40 strike puts, selling the July 26th 40 strike puts. There's a total of 20 contracts traded at 52 cents each, which is just about $1,040 for the trade before commissions. Shortly after I put on the trade, market closed. Next morning, market opens. Earnings came out between then, overnight. I waited for 3 things to happen. When they did, I was able to execute my closing order. I put in an order to sell at 70 cents. I waited a bit, and I got filled. So I bought 20 of the July 26 40 puts at 46 cents and sold the August 23rd puts at $1.16, collecting 70 cents. That is a 34.6% profit overnight. Less than 24 hours, okay? So, wow, man, that was 35.4% on the previous trade, 32% on the one before that, 34.6% on this one. This is great. Will all trades work out exactly like this, 30-some% overnight? No, of course not. There will be some that occasionally lose. You got to be realistic here, man, right? This is trading, right? Like grown-ups, okay? So this is one. I went through that same checklist and it did trigger this trade and I made this trade. I bought 8 of the May 19th, May 5th, 165 put time spreads at $1.40. Market close, earnings comes out, opens the next morning, and holy cow, exactly what I didn't want to have happen happened. Trade totally got away from me, but did I panic? No. Did I cry? No. Did I go hug my mom, snuggle? No. This is a system. Work the system works, man. If you trade it, you wait the next day for these 3 things to happen, and when they do, that's when you can take the trade off. And I did lose money, but it was a small amount. I bought 8 of these at $1.40, sold 8 of these at $1.30. As a 7% loss overnight, which is like 80 bucks before commissions. And I've done like hundreds of these, hundreds, literally. Now for the more advanced traders here, sometimes we do something called a double calendar, and that was one of these here. Here I bought 7 of the August 16th, 98, well, the August 16th, July 26th, 98.99 double calendars at $2. Market closed, opens the next day, take it off, sold it for $2.75. And another one of these really good winners, right? 37.5%, which is like $525 profit overnight. And these are high probability trades with historically a high win ratio. And that is the most important part of this. The key here is consistency, driving consistent profits. Because man, if you can make 525 bucks on one trade and 425 on another, 310 on another, and you've got like hundreds of opportunities, you make 5 of these trades a day for the next 6 weeks, how much money can you make in just a single week trading this strategy? Think about it. That's why a consistent system is so powerful. If you can follow a checklist, finding, analyzing, setting up, and making the trade is simple. And closing the trade is simple too. We simply just take it off the next day. But it does require a little bit of nuance. Management is key. Management is what makes money. So it's the 3 M's of trading. Now, in a moment, I'm going to share the resources of how to make these nuances ridiculously easy. Because it's a system. That's why it's easy, right? Like I said, work the system, system works, right? All right. Now, let's get real here. Realistic expectations. You take actions that make things happen to make your life what it is. Do you believe in that statement? Do you believe that the actions you choose determine your future? Yes? No? I hope the answer is yes. Do you also believe if you don't take action, if you do nothing, nothing changes, right? Either way, you get what you deserve. You get what you earn, right? Profitable trading is a reality for a lot of people. We have traders in our online trader community, our chat room, our Slack room, who are some of our top money-making students. They're really successful, and they're regular folks, just like you and me. They post their trades real time for everybody to see. They made the decision to be profitable. And I'm actually going to give you free access to the MTM community chat room for 6 months. How often can I find trades like this? All throughout earnings season, there are hundreds. Are these returns common? Yes, I literally showed you screenshots of my account of trades I actually made. Earnings trades can yield highly leveraged returns with low risk. What if the trade doesn't work out? They're not all going to, but risk is limited and, more importantly, manageable. And I've got a track record somewhere around 80% win rate. I don't know exactly, it's roughly around there. But the losses can be a small fraction of possible gains. So what do you say? You want to learn how to make this happen? Yeah? This is the Total Earnings Domination All Access Premium Package. In this complete course, I'm going to share with you how to replace uncertainty with confidence so you can profit consistently, no matter what the stock market's doing, using a simple data-driven, real money approach to trading earnings. This is called the Total Earnings Domination System. And this is just some of what you'll learn: how to easily scan the market for earnings trades, where to get real-time data that pinpoint the winningest earnings trades. Somebody was asking, hey, how do I get a list of trade? I'm going to show you this. The best time of day for entries and exits. That yes/no screen test somebody's asking about. The earnings time spread risk checklist, so you can maximize your gains, minimize your losses. Calculating the modeled endurable gap. How to manage wide bid-ask spreads on closing trades. You'll also understand how to know 100% when a stock is more likely to outperform on its earnings, how to set up profit and loss targets, how to select the optimal expirations to maximize profit potential. You now have a new opportunity to trade more consistently, using a strategy that works in all market conditions, to get a blueprint for earnings trading and watch live setups of earnings trades so you can easily follow along, and how to make the next few weeks your top performing yet. Now, let's talk about who this is not for. Yes, it's possible to make a lot of money in a short period of time, but I want to be clear, this is not gambling, right? Not guessing. I've done the math. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not for gamblers. All you have to do is just follow along. In fact, I'm going to give you a spreadsheet that has all the math formulas on there. You just plug in the numbers and it spits out the trade. It's so easy. You trade with a mathematical advantage like a professional trader. This is also not for people who would rather spend hours and hours and days and months and years and lots of money and through trial and error, enduring losses to learn on their own. That's stupid, right? we're going to fast track this for you, right? This is the life-changing time. And it's not for wishy-washy procrastinators, but I know that's not for you. Who's this for? This is for you if you want more consistency. This is for you if you want low-risk trades with high profit potential. This is for you if you believe your success is tied to following a methodology. This is for you if you can follow a few simple steps. And you know what, friends? This is for my action takers. And for my action takers, I'm going to make this really, really easy for you right now. This is our Total Earnings Domination All Access 6-month premium package. First of all, let me share what you're going to get with this class. You begin with the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp video. I'm going to put 30 years of my experience from my head into yours with one short video. This is the keys to the kingdom. That's a $2,995 value. Why? You have to ask. If you can make the kind of money we're talking about consistently on daily trades throughout this earnings season, and then the next one and the next one and forever, this small one-time investment can pay you over and over again for a lifetime. And as you can see, there's no auto renewal on any of this. Next, I want to get you up and running fast. So I have created the Total Earnings Domination Accelerator video course. These 3 short videos will give you all the information you need to get started. But I also want you to have this master. I want you to be great at this. You do too, right? So you're also getting our 4-part on-demand video masterclass, Earnings Trading Techniques from 2 decades on the CBOE trading floor. You'll know exactly what to do every time. This puts the power into your hands. And it's important to make sure that you can put this knowledge to use, that you can actually do it, right? Today, you're going to get hands-on training. Starting on April 21st, you'll log in and watch me reveal my top picks every day next week. You will literally see the system being traded in the live market, and you'll make your first trade together with me as a group. This is the next best thing to actually being just literally in the room right next to me. This is the ultimate hands-on training. Now, this is an all-access premium package. It's an $8,086 package, but I created a couple of more bonuses for you. So to start with, look, I want to make sure this works for everybody here, regardless of your experience level as an option trader, even if you're brand new to options. To make sure this works for you, today, you're going to get the Options Impact Quick Start video course. This on-demand course levels the field for beginner option traders. It covers all the basics you need to begin trading any option confidently. Even if you've never traded an option before, you'll be able to start trading like someone who's been trading successfully for years and put you on the fast track to maximize your goals this earnings season. Now, look, I want you to meet Jill from Cincinnati, Ohio. One of her first trades that she did together with us in the live coaching sessions that I just described. She bought a Microsoft time spread that met our criteria, as did I and the other students in the class. She bought the spread at $2.65, and in less than 24 hours, sold it for $3.75, locking in a 41.5% profit. And she posted that live real time in the chat room, which you will have the same access to. Because today you are also getting with this package a free 6 months of the MTM community chat room. You'll log in, get all your questions answered by me or other coaches. But another huge benefit is for you to be successful, I need to put you in a community of traders going through the same struggles as you. And some who've gone through those struggles and now they made it through the other side and successfully post their trades live real time. This is what one of our student traders said who joined us, Jason Fulham from Leander, Texas. He said, closed IBM for 85 cents or 124% profit. Open the trade at 38 cents. And you know what? This was his first total earnings domination trade, a $1,000 winner on the first trade he made in the live earnings trade class the very first day. This is Jacob D from New York City. Very first TED trade, APA up 36%. Thank Dan Pass and everyone who contributes to this group. This is Borislav from Cologne, Germany. He says it's a system that works with a brilliant logic behind it. So first, you're going to get the Secrets to Trading Earnings Bootcamp, everything you need to know, get you up and running super fast with the accelerator videos. Each one's like a few minutes. You're also going to get the master class, so you totally have this mastered. But the really important part is that hands-on training. Every day next week, we're going to meet for a little over an hour, and we're going to trade together, hands-on training. And then you're going to get the quick start videos. You're going to get the chat room. This is a total package value, all access for a full 6 months, including the bonuses, for $9,765. But hey, man, I want to make this completely irresistible so you can confidently immediately join us right now. Because you know what? You know what? A million-mile journey begins with the first step, and you know what? This is that step. Go to markettaker.com/TED right now and get all of this for a small, easy investment of just $697. 1, 2, 3, boom. That's market as in stock market, taker as in take what is rightfully yours, 2 T's in a row, markettaker.com/TED, short for total earnings domination, and join us right now for a one-time small, easy investment of just $697. Wow, that is a massive 92.9% off discount. But this, if you want to get this and all the bonuses for this huge discount, this I have to limit. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. This is limited to the first 19 people who join right now. Now, first, why would I give such a huge discount? Because you know what? Earnings season, it's already started. I want you to be one of the 1,000 trader success stories that we strive to create this year. Action takers are money makers. When you see an opportunity and fearlessly act on it, so to reward the traders who move forward, this 92.9% off, it's valid only for the first 19 people who join us right now at markettaker.com/TED. Now, for those of you who join us like right now, this is the big bonus. This is not for everyone. Action takers only. You are going to get my proprietary spreadsheet that I created to track all my trades with all the proprietary formulas on the sheet in there that help me make these trades confidently in just minutes. Now, I cannot open this bonus up to everybody. Obviously, I can't. I won't. Frankly, it's too valuable. So this, I call this a $1,750 value. In the future, I plan on making it about $100 a month. So, you know, after a couple of years of using it, you'll end up paying more than that. This is where all the secrets are. But I'll tell you what, is the best way that I know to all but ensure your success. Because I take this whole thing that we're talking about here, I take it personally. Today, you're investing in your success and in trusting me. So by sharing my personal spreadsheet with you, so am I. I'm giving this spreadsheet to traders who take action right now and join us during this training right now before it's over. 1, 2, 3, boom. Now, let's recap. When you join right now by going to markettaker.com/TED, You're going to get the total earnings domination all access premium package. Okay. You're going to get the secrets to trading earnings bootcamp video where I reveal just exactly how it's all done. You're going to get the accelerator video course so you can just start right away. Easy reference guide too. And then I know everybody won't watch it, but the masterclass, that's some powerful, powerful stuff. Those of you who like really want it, who strive to passionately be a great trader, there's all the answers. It's everything you need. And then, like I said, I take this personally. I am going to give you hands-on training, okay? I'm going to give you hands-on training every day next week. We're literally going to trade together every day next week. I'm going to show you which trades I'm actually going to make the trades with my real money. I'll tell you more about that in a second. Then I'm going to give you the options impact quick start videos. You're going to be part of the MTM community chat room because I'm going to tell you where I'm getting in and out of my trades. Also, for those of you, oh, and I got not quite 19 yet, but we're almost there. I'm going to give the ones who join literally right now my personal spreadsheet that I created before I turn it into a platform, and it's $100 or $200 a month. That spreadsheet, I didn't even like password protect the formulas, because honestly, I want you to know how it works. I want you to be great at this. When I say we want to create success stories, we create success stories by you being a great trader. So yeah. So go right now to markettaker.com/TED. This is a one-time small, easy investment of just $697. Holy cow. That is a 93.8% off what we otherwise value this at. And this is limited to only the first 19 traders to join by going to markettaker.com/TED or call 773-302-1645. That's 773-302-1645. Let me say it one more time, 773-302-1645. If you have questions, call that number. Bobby is standing by right now, literally waiting just for your call to get your questions answered, or you can type your question in the questions box. I'm going to get to those in a second, but this is what I want to share. This is just from the other day, okay? This is from our chat room. You can see what actual people in our chat room from Thursday, April 10th said. Sold half. These are actual total earnings domination trades. Sold half my STZ position at $1.54 for a 40% gain. Awesome. That's what TED trades are supposed to look like. Next one, out of STZ with 26% profit, hopping around 40% profit now. So the second half at $1.70, 54% gain, going to take a nap now. Wow, experiencing some serious FOMO right now. So yeah, this is the chat room that you're going to be part of. People trade in their live real time, and you're going to be part of it. You're going to have this knowledge as well. You're not just going to be a fly in the wall watching and getting these trade ideas. I mean, you can. But you'll know how to do it too. You'll be participating. You're gonna be like somebody as a trader, somebody to yourself. Now look, this earnings cycle, this is the most important in the entire history of the stock market. It really is. I mean, I don't think you need me to tell you that if you read the news. Analysts are waiting to see what the earnings are to give guidance for the future. And that means traders can make more money than they ever have before. This process, I mean, earnings season's already begun. When you enroll today, you'll have just enough time to get through the training of watching the boot camp video and the accelerator videos to get up and running right away. And, you know, the best of you, you're going to go through, follow the master class. You're going to be one of the leaders in this community. And you're going to be ready for the first live class on April 21st. These right here, these classes, these are the 5 most important classes that you will attend this year. These are probably the 5 most important classes that you will attend probably in your entire trading career. This earnings season, this is the opportunity of a lifetime for those who choose to put that opportunity into action. So, baby, it is go time. It is go time. For those of you who have been waiting for the right trading opportunity, this is an opportunity to change your life. Now, also in the past, because earnings season is quarter by quarter, when somebody joined, they got 3 months access, you know, 1 quarter. But back then I had some people say, but Dan, I have a commitment and I can't make all the live earnings classes. Or Dan, I'm going to be out of town for part of earnings season. So I wanted to make sure that everyone who invests in this class will be fully able to use this class and get the results that you expect. So my team and I decided that with the total earnings domination all access 6-month premium package, that we would make this available for a full 6 months. So as of today, you'll have plenty of time to get through all the material and attend these 5 hands-on training classes and attend the 5 live training classes next July. We're going to trade together again. Yeah, July's Money Week 2. Those 5 hands-on training sessions, they're all 100% totally live. If you can't make it live, that's okay. They're all recorded too. In each of those classes, I will reveal all the top earnings trades of the day, each of those days. We've seen quarters where our trades in this hands-on training, I mean, they've been above an 80% win rate. We had 1 quarter not too long ago where during Money Week, every single trade, 100% win rate, every single trade. That was one time. That's an amount. But 80% win rate, yeah, we've done that. We've done better than that several times. This quarter has all the makings of our best performing yet. It does. I'm super excited about it. And you know what? I'm going to literally prove that anyone can do this, regardless of your experience, regardless of your account size. This is my guarantee to you. I'm actually trading these trades live with my own real money so you can see exactly how it's done and follow along. In fact, I'm using less than $10,000 of my account to show you that anybody can do it, regardless of account size, regardless of experience, because you get the Options Impact Quick Start videos today as well. So, hey, it is go time. 1, 2, 3, go. MarketTaker.com/TED or call 773-302-1645. This is David Zicko from South Lake Tahoe, California. David said, I closed the last 5 at $1.41, total gain $425 less commission. The class is paid for itself. Thanks, Dan. And this is, again, during Money Week, during that live hands-on training that we do. Boom, covered the cost in just that week, in just a couple of trades. This is Sachin from Glen Mills, Pennsylvania. He said, God knows I've made multiples of the money I paid for your class. Talk about ROI, man, which is what it's about, right? Russell Ketchum from Glendale, California said, I'm above an 80% win rate. Most of the others were maybe a 5% loss. Then Bob from Ringwood, New Jersey said, I closed out Sunrun 10 seconds after the open. He closed that one out even early. He said, I watched the vol crush from over 400 to under 200. Holy crap, amazing. Made a 41% profit. Yeah. Tyler Mikulov from Lexington, Tennessee. This was just a random email. He sent this to me. I didn't even ask him to say anything. This is just at the bottom of his email, like PS. He said, I took Dan's course about 7 years ago. He started me down the path that I'm on today. Now I'm a professional options trader at a fund. Thanks, Dan. So look, whether you're brand new to trading, yeah, you get the options impact videos, you get the hands-on trading, you get the chat room for support, or if you're really experienced and are looking for a professional level strategy, I can take people all the way from total beginner all the way to becoming a professional trader. Now, if you want results like Tyler and like Bob and like Russell and like Jill and Sachin and who else here, David, and oh my gosh, Borislav and all these other folks, if you want results like this, you know what to do, right? Go right now to markettaker.com/TED, call 773-302-1645, or take out your phone camera app, aim it at the QR code in the middle of the screen. I just showed my mom how to do this the other day, and she's in the other room. She barely even knows how to use a phone. Like, you can use the QR code too. It's so easy to get signed up. Put on the camera app, aim it there, and click the yellow thing. So is limited only to the first 19 people who join. And I want to start welcoming the people who join. Let me start out welcoming right now. First of all, welcome and a big congratulations to Dinas from Kaunas. Not sure where that is, but welcome anyway. What part of the country or world is that, Dinas? I want to know. Welcome and congratulations to who is this? Brian from, oh, I don't have Brian City and State. Okay, that's all right. Welcome and congratulations to, hold on a second. Larry. I do have Larry's City and State, which is funny because usually I don't get it when people use PayPal, which I actually want to talk about before welcoming the rest of the people. I got a good number of people that I want to welcome after this, but first, let's talk about PayPal for a second. Sometimes people ask me, they say, Dan, this is exactly what I'm looking for. If I can invest, 500 or $1,000 in a trade, make 30% here, 39% there, lose 7%, make 35%. Yeah, I'm in. This is going to help me grow my account. I want to trade this, but I got a problem. I have a hard time coming up with the 697 as their way to finance this. That answer is yes. You can use PayPal and just choose PayPal credit. We have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as a payment option and PayPal credit so that you can lock in total earnings domination today when you check out using PayPal and choose PayPal credit. How do you do it? Same way, just go to markettaker.com/TED and click the PayPal button on the screen. Super duper easy. Now, I see some questions. Oh, first of all, let me welcome and congratulations to Julian from California. I'm just going to skip the states here for a second. Julian from California, welcome and congratulations to Char from North Carolina. Welcome, congratulations to Veronica from Texas. Welcome and congratulations to Jason from California again. Welcome and congratulations to Salvatore from Texas. Awesome. Welcome, congratulations. Oh, to Lauren. I don't have Lauren City and State either. What else here? What else? What else? What else? Oh, yes, I see some questions coming in. How many is that? I see 13. I see 13. Okay, so there's still room for 6. Go to markettaker.com/TED, use the QR code, call the number. Let's answer some questions. There's some questions in there. Type your other questions. If you have a question that I can answer to make it easier for you to make the decision to join us, I want to answer that question. Let me first start with the frequently asked questions. Is this live or recorded? So it's both, right? You can attend the live earnings setups, but a lot of students have busy schedules. You might just prefer to watch the recordings. How long do I have access to this class? With the total earnings domination, all access premium package, you're going to have an entire 6 months access to all these materials. You're going to have plenty of time to master the system. Is this time consuming? No, it is not time consuming. That's the whole point. In fact, this will save you time so you can spend it doing the things you love with friends and family. And it can save you years of struggle and foregone profits. Look, you can spend years figuring this stuff out on your own. Good luck. I mean, it took me decades, but now I got it down. I put it all into a spreadsheet for you. You can buy it. But right now, this is the hottest earning season you're likely to see. This is hotter than a Dodge Charger on an August day, right? Hottest earning season you're likely to see in your lifetime. You're going to be able to go through this simple course and start seeing immediate results. How do I know I'll be able to do it? Well, it comes down to hands-on training, where I'll show you in the live market exactly what to do with real live trade setups. Now, the number one question that we get, is there a limit on the number of students who can join? And that answer is yes this time. Yes, we have to limit the number allowed in the live component of this package, or else it just gets out of hand with questions. I want to give each of you my full attention. So we have to limit the number that we let in. I have a small team committed to your success. If you're committed to doing your part, hey, we're going to do ours. And therefore, today is limited to the first 19 traders who are serious about maximizing your gains during earnings season. And I made this a smaller number than I've made in the past because I like to keep it so that we can all communicate, all talk, all get questions answered. So it's limited to 19. We've got, we still have some spots open. So it is time to go right now because it is crunch time. If you're ready to make this happen for yourself, we're ready to make it happen right there along with you. Because the first live training session, hey, it's in a matter of days. It's Monday, April 21st from 2:30 to 4:30 Eastern time. So it's crunch time. Let's 1, 2, 3, boom. markettaker.com/TED or call 773-302-1645 or take out that phone, aim it towards the QR code, hit the camera app, and when the little yellow thing comes up, click it. Okay, now I'm going to answer your questions. One of the Ians, I'll get there. Liliana, hey, so great to hear from you. I hope you're doing great. Liliana from Canada, if I remember correctly, right? My fellow Paisan. I'm not going to look at anything live today, but we're going to do all that obviously in the class. You've taken total earnings domination before, right? Message, right? Let me know. Money management makes money. That's right. Yep. Managing risk for the best total return is the ticket. Yes, yes, yes. Larry says, done, signed up. All right. Oh, that's what I was thinking, Dinus. Okay. Yeah, when I was in college, I used to date a Lithuanian girl. We were, you know, we were a serious item. And she would do Lithuanian dancing, the whole shebang, the yastas. She had a lot of yastas and all that. Okay, what time are the training sessions? Ian, number 12, says, I did sign up already. So those, let's go back to that for a second. So these are 2:30 to 4:30 Eastern. Actually, the one on Monday, we're probably going to start about 15 minutes earlier than that. It's going to be a long one. The one on Friday, though, is going to be in the morning. It's going to be like the first hour that the market's open. I like to do one in the morning so you can really watch me manage the trades. Brian is from Grand Rapids, Michigan. My wife is from Michigan, not Grand Rapids though, but I know Grand Rapids. My wife's from here. I get it right? Yeah, suburbs of Detroit. Okay. Now there were no negative delta trades unless I made some sort of typo. I don't want to go open up a whole can of worms here and try and pour through the presentation, but unless I made a typo, these are all delta neutral trades. And I did not even show you the straddle trades, because we're going to be making some straddle trades this quarter too, most likely. It's all what sets up. Like, there's no guesswork here. There's no, well, it'll probably do. No, this is all math based. This is trading like a professional trader. Oh boy. So let's see. Oh, more question. How many trades do you put on during earnings week? Great question. So I will put on anywhere between, I mean, it's all how many model out. And we use the spreadsheet together. I'm going to, everyone who just joined us, well, first of all, everyone who just joined us, you got an email. If you don't see it, check your junk or spam folder. It comes automatically. You should have got it. If you didn't get it, let me know right now, but you got it. Go through the material now. The spreadsheet I'm going to send you on the first day of class, okay? Go through the material first. How many trades do you put on during earnings week? So it's whichever one's model out. Sometimes it might be one trade and all the other ones are just not quite good enough. I only put on the best of the best, right? So sometimes it might be 7 trades. Now, if you're brand new and it's our first day and 7 trades happen to model out, like, you might want to cherry pick, you know, and I'll tell you which ones are the strongest of the bunch. But yeah, I'd say between 1 and 7, more like 3 on average, I guess. We're only taking the best of the best. Like I said, next week, every day, there's literally 100 companies that are announcing earnings. 100 every day next week. By the end of the week, that's like, well, there's not a lot on Friday. It'll be like, several hundred by the end of the week. We're going to whittle it down. Some are easily whittled down, just like, boom, nope, that doesn't meet this criteria. He'll have a small list, and then we'll whittle down that small list and only take the best of the best of the best. You did not receive the email? You checked your junk or spam folder? Give me a name too there, will you? Let's see, is Bobby in here? Yeah, Bobby's in here. Bobby should be able to pick up the ball and run with it here. Okay, does this renew every month? No way. This is a one-time small, easy investment. It's 697 bucks. I mean, geez Louise, you can do that on 2 or 3 trades, easy, right? Oh, Troy that I was just talking to on the phone the other day. So no, this does not renew. This is a one-time thing, man. It's like one-time investment, and you have this in the gray matter for the rest of your life. Jeez Louise. Tell me an investment that has the potential to pay this in dividends or whatever. Tell me. I want to know. If you have a better investment you can make, I want to know right now. Because I don't think you do. What if I work during the live sessions? A lot of people do. They're all recorded, no problem. Can I only trade TED, total earnings domination, during earnings week? No, 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 no. I mean, this week we had earnings. Next week is a big one. The week after that is a big one. The week after that is a big one. Then we're going to get into retail earnings season, and there's a lot there. I mean, earnings season is about a good 7-8 weeks. The off season, when it's not earnings season, there's still earnings trades. You'll see that in our chat room when you go back. Look at March and February. So you can trade this year round. It's just that it's more concentrated over the next month or so. Is every company that is announcing earnings, and Bobby, are you taking care of Troy, Bobby? Is every company that is announcing earnings a good candidate for TED? No, most of them are not. We're only making the best of the best. If you go and trade time spreads on every earnings candidate, you're going to lose your shorts. There's certain criteria. There's very specific steps that we have to follow. Does a stock have to have a certain volume in order to trade TED? Very insightful question. Not necessarily. The options have to be liquid enough. And there's a very simple test for that. It's all in the videos. Do we care if the company met earnings expectations or not? No, we don't care at all, which is so wonderful. Do I have to install software? No, I'm literally going to give you the spreadsheet for free, and you get to keep it forever, which Bobby tells me I'm crazy for doing. He says we should be charging 100 or 200 bucks a month, which he's right, but I'm literally giving it to you with all the formulas unprotected because I don't care. I want you to know how to do this. I want you to be great at it. I want you to be massively successful with this. Do I have to have an account of a certain size? I'm going to be trading in a $10,000 account. I've had people join with much less than that. I had somebody join with an account under $1,000. Some of these trades, you know, if you're paying 51 cents for a time spread, that's a $51 trade for a one lot. Now, granted, you know, you're making percentages. You're not going to invest $50 and make $10,000 on a trade. You know, you're going to make percentages, but hey, you invest 50 bucks. I'm sure you have more than a $50 account. Let's say you invest 250 bucks. Okay, you make just, let's make it easy math, 40%. Okay, there's 100 bucks. Next time you can do 350 bucks maybe, right? I've never traded a time spread before. Is it difficult? No, it's the easiest thing in the world. How long do you keep these trades on? Overnight. We put them on the day before earnings and take them off the next day at a specific times for both. Whew, holy cow, you guys are all awesome. Are there any final questions that I can answer to help you make the decision to join us? And, you know, this is not for everyone. If you are brand new to trading, you're just scared to make a trade, then just wait until you're not scared. That comes with experience. That comes with, and it comes with wanting it too. You know, it comes with, you can get over your fears of risking money, right? That's why I make the risk easier. with this one-time investment. If you can show me a better investment than this $697 investment, I don't know, I'll give you something. I don't know, I can't even think of what. I'd like to say $1 million, and which is probably reasonable, but I challenge you to find a better investment than this $697 investment. Is there a risk management quantification to money management for smaller accounts? It's the same risk management for small accounts that is for big accounts, except that you're just trading a smaller size. You're getting into it with smaller size. So yeah, valid question, good question. Okay, well, everyone who joined us, great job stepping up and investing in yourself today. Those of you who are not ready for it, you haven't traded long enough to, to be comfortable risking money on a trade or on an investment like this, for example, not comfortable investing in yourself, you can get there. You can get there and you will get there. If you're not there now, it's okay. It's okay. This is for people who are ready to make a change in their life and to take advantage of this opportunity right now. And for those people, that's no brainer, And so that being said, I hope everyone has a great day. I'll see most of you in the live training session next week and in the chat room. Jump into the chat room and say hi.